Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rudy and I have a channel that is completely geared towards YouTube creators and Twitch creators, but every once in a while I talk about different topics that are geared towards running a business and really just propelling that forward. Give it a like if you find something useful or content that is valuable for you, and subscribe. That way you can go ahead and stay up to date with everything that we're doing. I wanted to talk to you all about some of the things that held me back when I was first starting out this YouTube journey and kind of trying to figure out what was the next approach and what was the next thing that I needed to do, and more importantly, how I got past those specific walls or humps or whatever it is that you want to go ahead and call it that prevented me from getting there. And this is more of an inspirational video, but I also want to talk about techniques and tactics to kind of get over your mindset and kind of just get into the right mindset of being a successful content creator. So let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, you have to go ahead and get out of the pessimistic mindset. This is something that is very difficult for a lot of people. 9 times out of 10, I would say the majority of content creators were type B people. I myself am a type A person. I like to go out, I like to meet new people, network with people, but I know people that are content creators that I've spoken to, people that have been within the industry for a very long time, and they tend to be very type B. They're very introverted, they're very secluded, they don't like to interact with new people, and because of that it becomes hard to kind of have a lifeline or someone to talk to when it comes to being held back or getting into a bad mindset or something that is a negative mindset in terms of the content that you create. I will be 100% honest with you, it is very disheartening to stream to literally no one for a very long time on Twitch. It is very bad to post a video, or very negative. It feels disheartening to post a video and get 0 views. And it's very disheartening to live with that and kind of have a tough time figuring it out. And yes, there's plenty of content on YouTube. There's plenty of blogs that are out there, plenty of videos that show you the ins and outs of being a content creator and how to kind of surpass that hump and kind of figure out what it is that you need to do in order to get there. But don't be a pessimist, be an optimistic person. Always think that right now I'm starting at the bottom and I will continuously get better and better and better as time goes on. So I will eventually get there. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just starting out, it can seem very daunting and almost kind of like this huge task that you have on hand. But trust me, as time progresses, as you sharpen your skills, as you become better at what you're doing, and more importantly, as you network with other content creators that are out there and get your message heard, the more opportunities that will be presented to you. And people like to be around people that are optimistic. People like to be around people that are positive overall. And being a pessimist will prevent that bridge from being created. And people just don't like to be around people that are down and in the dumps constantly. So be positive, think and focus on the positive aspects of things, and you'll be able to actually go ahead and grow over time. This kind of relates to my previous point, but I wanted to go ahead and mention that sometimes you need to go ahead and separate yourself from the people around you. If somebody is continuously focusing on the negative side of things and kind of continuously focusing on what is wrong with the world, then your mindset will go ahead and just naturally be the same. You need to go ahead and think of it this way. When people go ahead and talk to a counselor, or if they talk to some sort of mentor, they typically say, who are your closest friends? And those 5 closest friends will determine your future. If you are talking to somebody and hanging out consistently with people that are of the same nature, chances are that that is going to be who you are going to become in the future. Separate yourself from the group, separate yourself from people that focus on negative aspects on life, and you'll be able to go ahead and propel yourself and be a better individual. Sometimes it's going to get lonely. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes it takes sacrificing that relationship that you've had built, especially with somebody that you may have known since your childhood. Sometimes it takes separating yourself from that to really shift your mind into something that's a little bit more positive, a little bit more optimistic, and then something that will eventually lead towards success. And I hate to say it for those introverted type B people that I mentioned earlier, but you're probably going to have to go out and actually network with people. You're actually going to have to be around people and connect with other individuals, other content creators that are out there. If you are somebody that has, only a couple hundred subs, or somebody that has a couple hundred followers on Twitch and you want to go ahead and grow, maybe just email some people, tweet some people online that you know that are slightly bigger content creators, somebody that has, you know, a couple thousand subscribers, or somebody that has, you know, 10,000 subscribers. Same with the followers on Twitch, somebody that has a couple thousand followers on Twitch, or somebody that has, you know, 10,000, maybe 15,000 followers on Twitch, and see what it is that they're doing. See if they can put you under their wing, if they have the time to go ahead and do that. And if not, see how you can go ahead and learn from what it is that they're doing, and just start establishing a relationship, start establishing some form of friendship that will go ahead and blossom into something else. I mean, who knows? When it comes to reaching out to people, you might reach out to somebody and then all of a sudden you guys are best friends, and that's like somebody awesome to have, which is someone within the industry that you can relate to and talk to. For a lot of women that I talk to, they typically have inspiration boards or inspiration posters, sometimes inspiration books. And for me, I'm a guy, I don't really look too much or too often into inspiration boards. So I personally have a goals list where I can go ahead and write down what it is that I have and kind of set myself up in terms of, these are the things that I want to manifest within my life. These are the things that I want to happen. Figuring out how to do that is a constant reminder by just looking at what's there, looking at what's right in front of me. For women, or just creatives overall, people that are a little bit more creative, a little bit more artistic than I am personally, they will go ahead and have an inspiration board where you will cut out either images, sayings, quotes, words that go ahead and inspire you into being the person or becoming the person that you see yourself becoming, whether it's in 5 years, whether it's in 10 years, whether it's in 1 year, whatever it may be. And that's something that a lot of people may think that it's hippie or you know, kind of frou-la-la stuff or whatever. But in reality, it's psychologically proving that seeing a goal will improve your chances in having that manifest within your life. And before, I didn't really believe it until I started treating my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel as a business. And I started looking at it and saying, if this is what I want, let me write it down on a sticky note or put it on a cork board, and let me look at it every single day. Let it be part of my routine that I'm going to read this and I'm going to say, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to become. And eventually you will get there. You as a person, as a human being, will find the way and things will just happen. It's weird, but trust me, it works. And if you make it a part of your routine, make it part of your lifestyle, it will happen. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't really like to hear. In fact, most people shun away from it, but you have to understand failure. And as you're creating whatever it is that you're creating, whether it's a streaming channel on Twitch or a content channel on YouTube, whether it's something that's search-based or something that is more entertainment-based and isn't as educational, or edutainment, which is the holy grail in terms of the YouTube algorithm, you need to understand that you are going to fail, and you're going to fail a lot. This is something that has stuck with me since I watched the Batman trilogy, the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. There is a line where Alfred goes ahead and tells Bruce Wayne, he says, and I'm probably misquoting this, Master Bruce, why is it that we fail? It's so that we can learn how to get back up. And this is true whenever you run a business. And whether you like it or not, your Twitch channel, unless you're doing it for pure fun and you're not looking at making any money, your Twitch channel and your YouTube channel, they are businesses. There's no other way to look at it other than a business, because you are creating content. There is an audience, a target demographic that you're gearing towards. And if you make money on the side, that's a plus. That's definitely a plus. So you are going to fail. But with failing, you have to take an opportunity to look at it subjectively and say, these are the things that I have definitely messed up on. These are the things that I think I should definitely fix. And take a step back. Just look at it from a more analytical point of view and see what it is that you're doing as a content creator that will go ahead and make you successful. And by failing a lot, you will get there. There are plenty of people that have, plenty of famous people. There are plenty of famous people that have failed numerous times before they finally got that one break, or before they finally succeeded at what it was they were doing. So trust me, you're going to fail. It's going to suck, but you'll get through it and you'll be able to make it happen. With all of this said and done, I think that it's very important to celebrate small wins. This is something that I think a lot of people kind of like overlook. When you're starting out a YouTube channel and your first video breaks 10 views, it might not seem like a lot, but that's 10 people that decided, hey, I'm going to give this video a chance. I'm going to see what it is. When you get 5 subscribers, 10 subscribers, it may not seem a lot to somebody that has thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions. But for somebody that's starting out, that's 10 people that said, you know what? I like this person's content. I want to check more of it out. I want to see more of it. And for some people, that's enough. That's just enough to actually be able to really, truly be happy and satisfied. Now, don't get me wrong, like you're always going to want to go ahead and propel yourself further. And eventually at certain points, you're just gonna be like, you know what? Like I hit 100,000. Like this was something that I didn't think I was going to hit, but I hit it. And once you hit that milestone, everything else kind of just fades away. You kind of stop caring about it, and it's more about views, because that's when it comes to YouTube, it's more about views. When it comes to Twitch, it's concurrent viewership. That's a whole different metric and a whole different ballgame altogether. But at the end of the day, you have to celebrate your small wins. You have to go ahead and take them as they come and just celebrate them, because it's all about being optimistic and just looking at everything and being like, hey, you know what? Like we tried, we did something, and we got some result out of it. We got some positivity out of it. And that's something to really take into account and take into consideration. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you really did enjoy it, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Let me know where you're at in your career. Let me know where you are in this journey, and subscribe and all that other stuff. I will see you on the next one. Till next time, guys. Peace.